Dee-dum, dee-dee-dee-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, 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 da-dum. Goodbye, farewell, be on your merry way. We are going to miss you each and every day. What's that on? Yes, you do.
Yes.
Who is singing it?
I don't know.
Winnie
The Pooh?
We're going out because we're fixing to say goodbye to the decorations on the front porch. What I'm going to do first is unplug and turn off the camera so it'll stop singing to us. And then I'm going to take Minky and hook her out there a little bit so she'll get off the porch while we work. Minky cannot go back to Buddy and Steph's right now because the roofers are over there and she messes with them. You know, she barks at them and stuff. And so she spent the night at home again last night on the back porch. Then this morning she went out straight to the front door and I put her on Chia's old cable. Actually, I feel like she's going to snap at any moment because it's not very strong. But anyway, I'm fixing to hook her in the out in the yard so we can work on the porch. And we will see y'all in a little bit.
Take the stuff down.
You need a haircut. You look like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Yes, you do. Hey guys. So I'm here on my front porch. I don't know if y'all can tell from behind, a little bit behind me, but there is no more winter decorations on the porch. Although I do need a few things on the porch. Because I threw away some stuff that was old and faded, and so I've got to replace them with new stuff. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is a surprise. Two ladies, Betsy and Karen, both sent me emails about gifts that were coming. It's been about a week. One came this past Saturday, and one came today. So, I am going to show y'all what I was sent. But first, I'll show you the box. Something else is... Oh, no. No? Is he pulling in here? I can't tell if that is a that's Prime. So anyway, yeah, he's getting off. He's got a box. Okay, hold on one second. So you see that box? I'm fixing to go out and get that. But I see another package. Hello, you can leave it right there. You can leave it there. Thank you. You too. I don't know what that is. That's exciting. Oh, and I was gifted this a few weeks back. Okay, so now I've got another big box. I don't know what's in that. I haven't ordered anything, so that must be another gift from you guys. I don't know. You guys are being very generous and loving with your gifts right now. And anyway, I'm gonna go out there and see what I got. Okay, so these are foot lockers. This was what was in the box that was already here in the driveway that was delivered earlier today. There was no note inside, so I don't know who sent them. They're pretty cool. They've got these really nice metal locks, and they have wheels on one. You got a handle here where you can pick up. Well, there's a handle down here too. You can lift it, you know, like a tote. But it's got wheels so you can pull it if you need to. And then this And this box is what Karen said she was sending. And I've got to get it up to the house. So I'm going to show y'all this. But I do want to ask that I hope, explain, that I hope I don't make anyone upset, because these are perfect for my shop, where I took all the stuff out of that husky, that rolling big husky thing that's big enough for the feed bags. These are big enough. These are smaller than that. And I'll just have to show y'all what I've got in the barn now, because this is kind of what I was talking about was going to be a surprise. So I would like to use these in my shop to put the stuff in that I took out of my husky box, if that's okay. I hope that's okay with everybody. Because I don't need them in the barn now, because I think I've got everything I need in the barn. But since I use my big husky roller for the barn, I would love to use these in there. So whoever sent these, I hope that doesn't upset you that they're not being used in the barn, and I'm going to use them in my shop. But let me show y'all what I've got going on in the barn. Well, this is not ideal, but I think I'm going to put everything in this. This was ripped. It's not even, this was open. Not from the Ziploc end, but the open end, the bottom. Anyway, I knew things were floating around in here because I heard it in the box. When I got it all open, this is what I see. All right, so I'll show y'all. Let me get all this cleaned up and let's figure it out. All right, I've got the back on, except for there's two screws. One screw up here and one screw on this side at the top, but I have to get it from the inside. But I have to flip it upside down to do it because it's too hard to do it upward with my drill. So let me get that done real quick. All right, and for the door, I've got this door on. This is the left side. Now I've got to get the right side. It was a little, oh, and I did figure out what I was doing wrong with those. All right, so with the doors, it's got a spring in it right here. It's your top spring. The bottom of the door doesn't have one. So you put this little thing. It's basically it's a hinge. I mean, in this type of situation, this is considered a hinge. It goes in a little hole at the bottom over here on that corner. You'll see where I put it right here. And then you have this little washer thing called a buffer. I can't remember what it's called. Just a little plastic washer. It sits on top of that. And then you put that down, and then here you push down on the hinge, and then you just let it try to find the hole. It's kind of hard because it'll pop up when it'll pop up once it finds the hole. And there you got it. Door's on. So you close and close it, and there it is. It's got magnets at the top of the door. I'm sorry, it's got magnets at the top and the bottom. So when it closes, it holds. So until you need the key, but the right side holds the left side closed. And there it is. Metal cabinet for my barn. Now I'm going to get it hung up, and then I'm going to show y'all how everything looks. All right, I'm done. I'm fixing to feed up because I've got them all locked out. I'm going to go ahead and throw some feed now and then call them up. Never mind, I hear Molly out there. She's already here. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera and show y'all what I got. Looky, looky, looky. Look at that. They are completely critter proof. So Miss Betsy sent the one over here, the shiny one. And it's got a lock on it too. I put the two keys together. And Miss Karen sent me this one. I just put it, it's the one I just this one. And all of this was shoved into the other one, and it was like you couldn't move anything around. Well, the only thing that wasn't in this other one was the bowls, the buckets. I just had them sitting down here on the ground. But with now, it's all spread out a little bit. So, and I can lock it all up and keep it all neat and clean. And when I'm done, lock it. And then this one, it's got all the other treats and things in it for the babies. Treats and, well, I guess mealworms are treats too. And just close it and lock it. And that's it. And these are going to go in the house with me. This is a set, one to each thing. And then the ones for out here, I put on a zip tie and they're hanging up there. So, and then in the filing cabinet, and I don't know if I showed y'all this before, you can open and close the filing cabinet with the scissors. But I found out that this husky one actually works the filing cabinet too. It's so funny. So I've got a light bulb in there and some zip ties and some tarps. And in the bottom one, I have a bunch of tarps. And I don't really worry about them messing with tarps. But I took all these tarps down out there around the outside because it was getting, it was hot in here. Now I know next week we're supposed to have a little bit of cold coming, but not cold enough that we needed that. So the goats the other day had chewed this one, had started pulling on it and kept pulling it down. So I took it down and folded it up. And then yesterday when I was out here messing around, I was like, I don't know, they can't breathe out. I couldn't breathe out here. I was like, this is horrible. So I took the sides down, the tarp down out here too. Anyway, I am extremely happy. So happy. So I want to do a shout out to Miss Betsy and Miss Karen for those cabinets, because they are wonderful and beautiful and I love them, and they lock up and nothing can get anything. And then this is holding my feed. So let me flip this back to me real quick. Oh, I left my square down there. So what I am going to do with those 2 foot lockers is put them in my shop. And everything that came out of this big husky thing right here, I will put in that, because it was stuff that I wanted to keep together and safe, and, you know, all the parts, little pieces to extra chains and all that kind of stuff to the chainsaw and all that stuff were in that. And so I will be able to use those foot lockers for that stuff, because all the stuff that came out of here right now is just sitting out there on my shop table, and they need to be put away somewhere where they're all combined together, all the parts are together, and they can't get lost. I'm gonna get everything squared away and all the little projects out of the way. I think when you own a little piece of property with farm animals, I mean, I don't have a lot of property, you know, but when you have what I've got, and it's not much, but what I do have, and then you have to, you know, you have trees. Right now I've got 3 trees out there need to come down. One limb fell out of one today. Bree called me and she says, check your goats. I don't think it hit any goats, but you just might want to check. Well, it didn't, but it did fall. out of those 3 big pine trees. One of the limbs fell out of one. Those need to be taken down. Daniel won't be able to do that for months. Alec doesn't really do tree. I mean, that Alec was a logger, Daddy's cousin Alec, but he don't do it anymore. So it means I'd have to pay somebody pretty much to have to come cut them big trees down, and I just would rather wait, hopefully, and then maybe Daniel can fell them one day. But anyway, I don't know. I want to get things done before I keep continuing to have little, we're always going to have little projects, but I want to get most things done. So the little projects are little projects. They're not some kind of gigantic something. Oh, anyway, I love my barn. I love what it's become. I know it's a little wonky, but it's okay for nearly being 100 years old. So, all right, I'm going to get these animals fed and go in and eat me I have a chicken sandwich in the refrigerator and some coleslaw. And I don't know what Levi's going to eat because I got him, the chicken sandwich is actually his, and he wouldn't, the meal came with 2 chicken sandwiches and chicken fingers or strips, however you want to call it, and 2 drinks. I brought it home, and he refused to eat the sandwich. I said, you were supposed to have a sandwich and some strips. This was your meal. And I was just going to have a sandwich and some coleslaw. Oh, he had fries with his because it come with 2 sides. So I got fries for him and coleslaw for me. He wouldn't eat that sandwich for nothing. So he had fries and the strips, which was 6 big, pretty chunky strips. He wouldn't eat the sandwich. And so that left 1 sandwich. And so I said, okay, fine. I won't eat the coleslaw. I'll just eat the sandwich, the other sandwich right now. And I stuck the sandwich and the coleslaw in the refrigerator, the other one. So I guess that's what I'm going to eat for dinner. I don't know what he's going to eat. Maybe waffles or something. Anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. God bless y'all, and I will see you later. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.